Hello and welcome to... Hang on a minute. That's better. Now that I'm somewhere that's green, let's talk about why I gave Derby Theatre's production of Little Shop of Horrors 4 stars. Leaning heavily into B-movie comedy horror tropes, this revival tells a story of Skid Row florist Seymour, played by Kristian Cunningham, who discovers a strange and mysterious plant that turns out to be a sassy human-eating murderer. The show is incredibly cartoonish and over the top, but that's not to say that the show doesn't find more tender moments. The developing romance between Seymour and Amena El-Kindy's Audrey is sweet and endearing, although some underlying commentary around domestic abuse feels a little jarring amidst the rest of the frills. Seymour names his little man-eater Audrey II after his co-worker. Not only does Audrey II develop a taste for human flesh, but she also develops her own voice and personality, with Tasha Dowd lending her vocals to the man-eating vegetable, whilst Ross Lennon controls the puppet, which gradually grows from a hand puppet to a huge prop that fills the stage and features a mouth wide enough to swallow some of the actors whole. The puppet is excellently supported by KJ's lighting design, which, during moments when certain characters are eaten, sees the plant lit in red from below, becoming incredibly foreboding and even a little scary. Verity Quinn's set design is reminiscent of a comic book come to life. Walls and lampposts built at goofy angles, a palette of pastel greens and pinks. The show features integrated captions courtesy of Ben Glover, improving accessibility whilst also adding to the comic book style, the captions making use of different font styles for different characters and different songs. The captions are projected around different parts of the set, sometimes as speech bubbles directly next to the actors and sometimes framed above the actors' heads. Throughout the play, street urchins Crystal, Chiffon and Renette, played by Shakina McFarlane, Choma Uma and Emanuela Cheed, act as narrators of sorts, providing additional context to the scenes as well as some stellar vocals. Despite all three characters serving the same purpose, the show succeeds in making them feel distinct. Chiffon is clearly the more gullible of the three, easily taken in by David Rankine's dentist, whilst her peers are not so easily fooled. This is a night of theatre that is sure to delight and entertain audience members of all ages. It is light-hearted and camp for the most part, and whilst the show may try and force some underlying political statements, it's all nicely concealed beneath a fun and frothy exterior. At just 2 hours in length, the musical zips by in a heartbeat, a breathless rollercoaster ride of pantomime, punchlines and plants. This is a brilliant treat for anyone who enjoys a silly plot with lovable characters and excellent songs. Little Shop of Horrors plays at Derby Theatre until 20th of June. For more rapid reviews, give me a follow, and for more in-depth analysis, visit brokenlegsblog.co.uk.